Okay. Ready?
Yes.
All right. I don't see me.
Do you have to
Am
see
I
me?
supposed to see? You see me?
I have you, what you call it?
So you can see me.
Yeah,
Okay. That means everybody should be able to see.
you're on the screen as you're talking.
Okay. Okay. Let's go. Hi, everybody. This is James T. with SiriusCryptoAssets. Glad to see you here. This is your video that I told you that you would receive related to charting. We're going to go into a basic review, just basic. Again, this is a basic course. So we're going to go into a basic review of what it looks like to look at a Bitcoin chart. This is offered by a personal friend of mine, Samantha Wilson, who is a options trader, among other things. But she's just going to show you, take over the video and show you just a couple of things about a Bitcoin chart and where this is located, where you can find one. And there's many sources: TradingView, TradeStation, S&P 500, whatever. There's so many different places you can get a chart. Samantha, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, this is a grayscale Bitcoin chart. It shows the ups and downs of the market over the last year. This application is called Think or Swim. And this is where you will put in your ticker symbol for each chart that you're looking at. This chart shows where the price came from back in February. It started at January 20th at $40.84, up until this January, where it opened at $35.81. So over the course of a year, the Bitcoin value has gone down. A chart is generally telling you where buyers are and where sellers are. If you look at the bottom here, you have volume. And volume is going to tell you how many people are in the market at any given time trying to buy or sell that particular security. On this date right here, 1/27, this was a green day. So that means there were a lot of buyers in the market up until the next day. On the 28th, there was more buyers in the market. And then the next day, there was a sell-off. They bought all the way up to here, but it ultimately came back down to this area. The anatomy of a candle, each candle is representing one day. This is a 1 year, 1 day chart. As you can see up here, it's indicated by 1 day. If you click here, 1 year, 1 day, this is what we've chosen. The anatomy of a candle, we can zoom in and see where the buyers are and where the sellers are, right? So on this particular week, this started with quite a few buyers, sold all the way down to some sellers, and they bought it all the way back up to this area here. Green candles mean that this area at this level right here, that's where the market opened. This area right here is where the market closed. We're just looking at this candle right here. The wick says how far the price went up for that day. And the wick at the bottom, if you can see it, tells how far the price went down that day.
Okay. So when a person's looking at this and they're looking at it on a daily basis and they're thinking about, hey, I want to, I got $500. I want to get in and buy some Bitcoin, but I want to buy it at the lowest at the lowest of the day. Or we're looking at it for 2-3 days and they're figuring out how to get in or when to get in. Can they set alarms on charts like this to let them know this is the lowest it is over the next 72 hours? And then you can buy in at that point? Is it easy to do something like that?
We are not scientists to say or predict the market where it's going to go up or go down. However, we can chart levels. We can look at over the last year. This level right here, 24, was the lowest. This level right here, 58.22, was the highest, right? In between that time, the market has gone up and down. So if we are looking at a chart like this, we know that from this level to this level, all right, that's the lowest that it went. But also, guess what? It can still go lower, right? So we are judging or making a judgment call based on the year's year of price level. So for instance, the price has touched this level several times. This is $28.48. This is what you would call support. When a price has touched a level several times over the course of an amount of time, whether that's a year, whether that's a day, doesn't really matter. We're going to indicate that by making that yellow. We know that the price is touched here, it touched here again, it touched here again. It was resistance at one point here. It almost came down at this level, but guess what? It came very close right here, right? So that's a similar support level. It's not going to touch exactly all the time, but we can see that it went down to that level several times. Same thing up here. The price has touched here, 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 several times here, right here again, and right here again. So that's another level. It could be support in one area and resistance in another area. So previous resistance can become support, and vice versa. So it broke this level here and went up. It played within these two levels. It came back down, broke this support level. Now it's resistance because it's not going above that level now, right? It broke above it a little bit, came back down. Now here we can say, yes, it broke above that level. Now it's support. From here on, it's support. Up here is resistance. Now we can see there's another resistance level here. Price has touched this area right here several times, right? You could say that's another level. It went up there, came back down. It broke the support, came back down again. It still hasn't gone above this level. That's resistance. Coming down here again. It hasn't broke that 1 year support that we have in yellow right here, right? So we can safe to say, okay, it may not break this again. It broke it here. That was last year, right? So we can say, okay, well, what if we think that Bitcoin is going back up to this $39 level? What if we think it's going back up to the $54 level, right? If you think it's going up to the $54 level, it's safe to say you can buy right here. So let's zoom in right here. We are at, the market closed at $30.59. We can tell later on when the market is going to open. You know, if it's headed down, we might break this level. If it's headed up, okay, we can say we're safe to buy. Let's hold on to it and watch it until it gets to this level. Now, if we think, so for instance, these candles right here show some sort of level here too. So what if it doesn't break above this level here, $34? We can set an alert for that. Let's see if we can right click, create alert here. So did you see what I just did?
Yeah, I see that.
Right click here. You can say create alert withdrawing if you want. We can say create alert so that if it gets to 34.57, let's type it in here. Let's say 34. It may not go to 57, right? It's 34. Like we can say the date that we made this alert, so we can have, you know, a notation. So here we go. Once it gets to the level, we know that we can sell it. But guess what? This is a daily chart. It's an overall chart. We want to break it down to a smaller time frame to see exactly which direction the market is going. So we have an alert here. Right now, it's at 30.58. It would have been ideal to purchase right down here at this level. So once you are watching your chart and it's indicated low, we know that this level right here is a yearly level. This this yellow, right? We charted that earlier. So we know that the price typically may not go below this, which is great because it's a strong support level. So we could have purchased right here and just let it ride all the way to here. because during
Gotcha.
this 5-day period, this is the high that has gone. For a short-term swing trade, right, less than 1 year, we can say, okay, this is what I'm willing to do. If I take $500, put it in at 28.95, and I ride it up to 32.59, what is that calculation? So 32.59 minus 28.95, $3.64 per share. So if you bought 500 shares, that's $1,820 that you would have been able to profit.
Got it. And that's a swing trade, which is a shorter term hold. It's not a complete position trade. Remember, position, guys, is a more of a long-term buy and hold for growth. And a swing is you could be 6 months. I'm gonna swing it from here to there. I'm gonna transfer it into something else later.
Right.
For short-term growth. So that's amazing. Is there anything else that is basic understanding that maybe something a person might need to know when they open up a chart? I know there's fundamentals. I know we just all watched you open up several different right clicks and alarms and supports. But basically, it seems to me if you just get involved and mess around with one, you might find out some good information. What do you think?
Absolutely. And you can look at any kind of chart you want to and see what the overall trend is. For instance, everybody likes to look at Apple. I love looking at Apple. I trade Apple. Apple gives you an overall time frame of, let's see, can I do this? Oh, so from here, that's not working. Hold on, sorry. Let's see if I can make it. I don't know if that's going to work, but we can see from the low of $116 all the way up to $184. We see that this chart in general is going from low to high. So the trend is overall up. In any chart, that's what you want to look for if you're looking for long-term investments. Last year, it was at 116. This year is at 184. Overall, that's up. So you can dollar cost average your investments every single week, every single month. You can look at the chart and keep looking to say the support and resistance areas so that you can know, okay, well, I'm going to buy here or sell here, because you can hold it as well as trade it as your long-term. That's another resistance point, as you can see. And up here, I have another resistance here, support, resistance. It broke the resistance here. Now we're up charting up in here, right? So now we have resistance here, support here for now. We don't know which way it's going to go, but we keep watching it so that we can keep track. This is Fibonacci levels I drew. What else? So what else can I say?
No, that was really good. I think that again, this is basic and that's it's not choreographed. So, we have lines. I want everybody to understand that, this is how you figure it out and work it out. I mean, the highest knowledge is knowledge of self-taught. So what we have all done is self-taught and learned from other people, taking courses and things of that nature. But this can be done to your advantage. So that's the big thing here is just to get involved, get in the chart, pull up some of your favorite stocks, like you did with Apple or anything else, and start looking at it from a point of some swing trades, some holds, some positions, and see where you stand. So that's the whole point of this. Again, this is just a video for learning some basic understanding. Now that you have it, I'm gonna leave it off with Sam. Sam, is there anything else that we can add to this or any encouraging words?
Practice, 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 and look at everything you can on charts. The other thing I wanted to say was looking at a chart from a higher time frame. This is a weekly time frame, 3 years, every single week that these candles is a week, right? 1 week represents one of these. So if you had gotten to a position here, right, and you wrote it all the way up to this year, you're banking on a lot. You could have gotten out here. You could have gotten out anywhere really. But as you can see, this level is also being tested again from, 2 years ago at this point, because this is 2020, right? So this level is also being tested. If we break up below this level, like way below, we know that we can go here, which was another resistance point, which is 82.52. It may not get to that level, but if it does, you want to load the boat and buy your behind off.
Correct. Get ready for the next wave.
Mm-hmm. I see
All
the
right.
shares. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna
I was
go
gonna say
ahead.
that's either shares or options. So once you get into advanced techniques, that option from here to here is quite a bit of money.
Wow.
Even
So that's a
shares.
that's we're talking about 2 years on those options right there, right?
Right. But if you had chosen even a 2-year option from here and you got out here at the beginning of the year, you're banking quite a bit of money. And in the
Okay.
next video, I can show you what that would look like with a $1,000 investment, a $5,000 investment, and we can see what it looks like over that amount of time if you buy and hold onto your investments.
All right, man. That's what I'm talking about. So listen, team, we gotta get busy. I mean, you just heard what she said, and showing a 2-year out for even options, or even seeing this Apple version of what you're looking at, and then learning what resistance is, and I think that this is a good understanding of some basic understanding. Guys, listen, own your life. I always say own your life. We're working hard towards owning ours. You see us grinding every day. So this is your video for Bitcoin charting. Thanks for purchasing the program. You know the email, you know the address, you know the phone number. As for some of you, you know where to find me. So give us a thumbs up if you like it. If you got any questions, send me an email or put it in the Facebook group, because this will also be in a Facebook group. Thanks a lot. JT, Serious Crypto Assets.
Bye, everybody.